Seems like it's already been a long morning. Genevieve is joining us. Has it been a long morning, Genevieve?
It has. And you know what makes a long morning better? Bourbon.
A cocktail.
Yes.
She needs a cocktail. Well, guess what? We brought the expert in, all right? All the way, came from D.C.?
Yep.
All the way, Theo is here right now, and you loved his title.
I did. Whiskey expert.
Is that amazing?
No, like what does that even entail?
Just a lot of taste testing. We'll put it that way. So over years and years of making something like this. So
all right. Yeah. What is this Bib Tucker now? We want to know more about this.
So Bib Tucker is a Tennessee bourbon. So not a Tennessee whiskey. There are a few differences, but we do still adhere to all the laws of bourbon.
Okay.
Which, if you don't know the laws of bourbon, they're very, very easy. If you know your ABCs.
Yes.
A, it has to be made from America.
Yeah.
B, it has to be aged in barrels. And C, it has to be made of at least 51% corn. After that, there are a couple other things, but you then have bourbon. So we make ours in Tennessee, in the foothills of Tennessee. And what we brought to you today was our newest thing called Gold Roast.
Okay.
So in the 1800s, don't know if you know this, but you weren't actually able to buy bourbon by the bottle.
Did not know that.
Until the late 1800s.
Okay.
You would literally go into a courthouse or a bar, you'd bring your own bottle, they'd fill it up. Same thing with coffee. So when you have something like Maxwell House, Folgers, all of those, they were formed around the 1880s. So we decided to sort of sit there and think about how we could bring that history to life in a bottle.
Love this.
So we took our own blend. It's an Arabica bean that we actually get from Honduras that we're working with a local roastery in Tennessee called Muletown Coffee. And we've worked with them to design this. So we've made our bourbon, and then we actually make basically a cold brew with a barrel of bourbon.
That's unbelievable.
And our Arabica beans, and then we finish it together. So
my taste buds are screaming for this. All right, so what are you going to make? What are you going to make for us?
We're making a cocktail called a cortado. It's basically a slightly fancier version of an Irish coffee. So what this is going to be...
It's crazy or what?
This is
obviously
delicious.
Our gold roast. I'm putting a bunch in there. I'm not measuring with the heart. Don't worry, I'm making 3 because I want to join you guys.
Okay.
Cold brew, some aromatic bitters, and then actually Madeira. We had to have a little wine in there, make it a little fancy. And the Madeira is just going to add a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of sort of that refined thing.
Okay.
So you shake it up.
The shakes are amazing.
I know.
Can you do that? Every time Scott's on, we talk about this. I can just shake it. These guys have like the rhythm.
No,
it's like they're dancing.
He's an expert.
Right.
He knows what he's doing.
He's the expert.
When I was coming up in bars, it was always just make it sound like a choo-choo train.
Yeah.
Chugga, chugga, chugga. So yeah, if you can do that, you kind of have your shake.
All right, look at that.
Ooh.
And you'll get a little foam on top here in a second. I'm just pouring through there.
Yeah, I saw the one you had done earlier, so that's what it's going to look like. So we get a little bit of that on there.
How did you guys even come up with this idea to put the coffee in with the bourbon?
So a lot of this is just sort of experimentation and looking back at whiskey history and trying to figure out sort of what we want to sort of bring back and what we really want to highlight. And again, because that whiskey here, you couldn't buy those bottles because they all sort of that coffee thing was coming in, and they were actually with some of those blends, they were actually made in Tennessee. So since we're in Tennessee, we wanted to do something that sort of felt authentic to us and something a little bit different. So
let's bring it in for a little cheers.
Cortado.
Cheers.
Cortado.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Gary.
Let's go. We need. Oh, yeah, we got to do that when we do the toast. She's right. She's right.
But bright, light. It's got just that touch of coffee.
Are you kidding me?
Ooh.
Like, I thought, I'm like, it's going to be good, but like it's too strong, but it's not.
No,
I literally could drink this whole thing.
You know, you were saying it was a good patio day earlier. This is just one of those that you sit on the patio at night. I'm not saying sit there and drink it all day while you're working,
Well,
but
you know, if you
might make your emails a little more interesting.
It's true.
Whoa, that is delicious. Throw my old coffee away. Let's do some whiskey coffee. This is delicious. Great stuff. How do we get this? How do we get this in our hands? Because we need to buy this. We need to get this. Where can we find it?
So you can find us online with not only our Gold Roast, but our Classic 6 and our Double Char, which are our 2 others sort of in this line. Most retailers will have it, including something like Total Wine locally. They absolutely have this. But bibandtucker.com will have it, and then obviously your local retailers.
I love this. How delicious was this?
I know, and classy too.
And classy.
Right? See, pinky out, classy.
That's the way I do it. Theo, thanks for coming in. We will be right back on Studio 40 Live. Do not go away. There's your information. Get some Bib Tucker Gold Roast Bourbon. It's delish. It's a good thing you're here because I may pass out at any moment. I've already had 3 of these.
It has coffee, but it also has bourbon.
Yeah, see,
so
wake you up.
It's the perfect combo.
It's a nice little balance, sort of like the health segment and us earlier. It's a perfect balance for the show.
It's so good. All right, Theo, when picking out a bourbon, what should we be looking for?
Honestly, so this is going to sound stupid, but if you don't know anything about bourbon, look at a bottle that looks pretty to you. If something sort of stands off the shelf,
right there.
Try it, see sort of what goes on. Also look at proof. So bourbon can be anything from 80 proof all the way up to things that are 120. So I'd start off on the lower end just because if you go to the higher ends, all burn nose hair, all sorts of other things.
Right.
So start off on the low end, drink something that's a little bit lighter, and then work your way up from there. But don't be afraid of it. It's it's
This one's
lovely
92? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Is that good?
Doesn't taste like it though, right?
No,
I love
it
this.
doesn't.
And you must stick around for the weather at 11 o'clock because who knows? The weather could be like 212
It's gonna
degrees
be
today.
very
So we don't even know what you're going to be talking about.
interesting.
That's going to be
Exactly.
awesome. Thanks again, Leo.
Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.